What's up, Soul Tribe? What's up, fam bam? Y'all know what time it is. It's time to sage your shits. All right, we got the dragons in the house, y'all. The dragons have been silent for a little minute, but they are piping hot right now. Hot, hot. There's a massive shifts going on. A lot of heavy energy, of course, but also a lot of positive things about to take place, okay? So with that being said, they want to give you a little bit of guidance. So if you are part of my dragon collective, this might just be for you. All right, so we're gonna get right up all into it. They're excited, like I'm feeling a burst of energy. A lot of you, I don't know about y'all, but in this shift you may be experiencing like very low energy, probably sleeping. I know I slept a billion hours and that's out of my norm. So third eye activation, man, when I tell y'all the pressure in the eye sockets is intense, okay? Oh my God. A lot of neck stiffness as well, like, and you can feel it like in your freaking eyeballs. I know I can. That's what's happening ascension wise with me. So if you resonate with me in this shift, that's kind of what's happening right now. A lot of crown activations. Some of you might be suffering with some headaches. Everybody is going to ascend in certain areas at certain times, whether it's crown, whether it's third eye, whether it's heart chakra, whether it's solar plex, whether it's root. It's all going to differ depending on, you know, where you at in this ascension process. But when I tell you the shifts is taking place right now, geez Louise. All right, so we're going to see what the dragons got to say, and we'll see if this is your collective here. All right, so let's get into it. All right, dragons, what we got? All right, so I got a lot of, can't even make it a first chord. Transformations, y'all. When I tell you they on point, they're on point, okay? With the death card coming out here, massive transformations happening, a lot of chakra activations, a lot of higher consciousness happening right now. A lot of the veil is being lifted right now. So a lot of you are experiencing the death and rebirth, not literal, but it may feel like it sometimes, depending on where you at in your journey. If you're just waking up, you know, the dark night of the soul is a bitch, and you are not alone. But if you've been on this journey for quite some time, you kind of know what this is all about. However, the further you get into this ascension process, the more these ascension symptoms will change and differ, okay? So don't let it discourage you if you are going through this dark night of the soul and you're like, I don't know, I feel crazy. You're not alone and you're not crazy, I promise. Stick with it. We are here for you, okay? So a lot of y'all, transformations, death and rebirths like nobody's business. Yes. Oh man, I can't make it up. So a lot of you are deconditioning the chains that kind of have you stuck, okay? So if it's limiting belief systems, if it's religious views, a lot of y'all are starting to open up to the reality of some things that we are being shown on a collective level, okay? The veil is thinning. More and more of you are starting to understand the truth and not what has been taught to you through lineage, through ancestral, through all of your experiences. You are now activating to a higher consciousness and things are starting to be revealed to you, okay? So for a lot of you, I feel like we are going through like a massive, possibly dark night of the soul is kind of where this reading is coming in here, that the energy that I'm feeling. So it's kind of heavy, it's really dense. Some of you may be experiencing depression or just feeling really lethargic, like I was saying, but this transition is happening so that you can free yourself. You can free yourself from the binds and the chains that keep you stuck. A lot of you are now being triggered with addictions. If you guys have suffered with any form of addiction, it doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be gambling. It could be anything. It could be people pleasing. It could be just any sorts of things that kind of have you stuck to the idea of you have to be a certain way, or you have to present a certain way, or you have to go through a career process because someone told you you had to, or your parents are pushing you, and just things like that. A lot of you may have chosen careers that as an adult now you're like, this isn't fitting anymore. Welcome. It is change is always going to be painful the way we look at it. Okay, remember, everything is about perception. It's how you view things. Okay, but change is uncomfortable. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is uncomfortable. It's not an easy thing to do, otherwise everybody would be doing it, right? And to conquer these challenges and to go through this massive transformation here, this is extremely hard to do. People are more comfortable in their chaos than they are healing those things. It starts with holding yourself accountable. And I know that's, well, I didn't choose this path. I didn't choose the stuff that was done to me. I understand that perspective completely. And the reality is you did, but for all intents and purposes on your mortal mind, I can understand why you may feel that way. However, we all have choices, and it's easier said than done about how we choose to put ourselves in certain situations. And we're like, well, I didn't choose to put myself through this, that, and the other. But if you actually do this shadow work, if you actually do look back, there are things that you did allow. And remember that everyone around you is a mirror to you. So with that being said, this is an extremely heavy and hard time. This is you breaking yourself free of patterns and things that you've been taught to believe, or things that you feel you have to do, and situations that you feel you don't have a way out of. And Spirit's like, I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna show you the way. Yes, you're learning soul lessons here with the Hierophant coming out here in the upright. Look how it's the Phoenix. The Phoenix always rises, baby. No matter what, the Phoenix will always rise. But you know what's amazing about a Phoenix that a lot of people don't realize is that a Phoenix sets themselves on fire to rise again. A Phoenix sees when it needs to change, and it allows itself to do so. A Phoenix will burst into flames all by itself, knowing that it needs to die and be reborn, to have this death and rebirth here in order to break these chains that have you bound and stuck. Okay, so again, these three cards, like major arcana. First off, extremely monumental moments in your life. You will remember this for the rest of your life. Okay, these moments here, and as hard as they may seem right now, I promise you, you're not gonna look at it that way later on. Okay, but you're expanding on a soul level, and it's hard for our mortal brains, our human brains, to wrap our head around that concept, right? But you are moving on to calmer waters here. You are moving in the right direction. So if you're questioning, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Yes, you are. Okay, slow and steady. Okay, sometimes even if you just got out, especially with these three coming out, if you got out the bed today and washed your ass, I'm proud of you, because this is some very heavy and deep ascension situations, symptoms as well. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself. You are moving in the right direction. Okay, I know at times you feel like it's just easier to go back to the old ways, and you know what, at times people do. It's okay sometimes if you go back to what's easy, but don't stay there. Keep pushing yourself to go a little further, to be better than you were the day before. Okay, it's not a race. There's no time limit on how fast you do this. Okay, be gentle with yourself, and remember that what you have been through is not for nothing. Okay, your darkness isn't for nothing. The things that you've been exposed to, had to experience, the unjust that you feel about a lot of this, especially when it comes to childhood trauma. This is really coming up a lot in the collective right now. And look, I can't even talk. A lot of you have throat chakra blockages. You know, You're so used to having to suppress your emotions and not voice your emotions, or no one's created a safe space for you to do so. I'm here to tell you, you need to create that safe space. You need to start speaking your truth. And if somebody don't like it, tell them to don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Understand? Those are people that just they benefit from this toxicity, and you're being asked to walk away from it. You're being asked to move forward, to keep on going. Okay, not everybody's gonna come with you, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm talking to some people that are just starting to wake up. This is a dragon update for those who are experiencing this dark night of the soul, and we talk about it a lot, but really and truly we call it the dark night of the soul. But honestly, it is the shedding of the armor that you have built from all the experiences that you've had to go through, that you've created in order to survive. Okay, you got to understand, your inner child did what it had to do to keep you alive. Okay, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, I need you to understand, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the armor, but Spirit wants to show you how you don't have to carry that armor to block out the world in order for you to feel safe. This is about creating that safe space, that foundation within yourself, okay, so that you don't allow other people to tell you what you will and will not do, or how you can and cannot act. This is you pulling your power back and discovering your soul on a completely different level. And for a lot of you, you've probably always felt like you were here for a reason, or you knew that there was just something more. It can't just be this eat, sleep, shit, die, like go to work yourself to death to barely survive. A lot of you are starting to wake up to that. That's a false narrative. We are souls having a human experience, okay? We're not here to just be enslaved to our government, whatever you want to look at here. We are here to learn what true unconditional love is. And in order for us to learn what that is, we have to first be that to ourselves. And this is the beginning phases of discovering that and learning that about yourself. Judgment here at the bottom of the deck. I speak the truth, y'all. This is a time where you kind of put your judgment into yourself. You kind of start looking at how your life's going. You're getting tired of the same cycles. You're seeing the patterns now. You're seeing the toxicity just recircling, coming in the same form, just in different people and different names. That's all it is. And you're like, man, I'm tired of this. Like, you're tired of being on the floor. You're tired of being bound and chained in this energy. You're tired of the same things over and over again. You're tired of allowing these addiction demons to win. You're tired of allowing yourself to be bound and shackled by things that you feel you can't control. Well, I'm here to tell you, with Spirit, you can control anything. The only thing that you have control over is your emotions. That is it. Everything else is out of your control. So why are you stressing about things that you cannot control? Why are you worried about tomorrow when you have today? All you have is today. Time is an illusion. Okay? All you have is the present moment. That's why they call it a present. The present moment. It's a gift. Tomorrow's not promised, and yesterday, well, it's done and over with. So what you worried about that for? Why you stressing about that? You shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. And that's okay. You had to go through that to experience what you just experienced in order for you to learn what you needed to learn, in order for you to move differently tomorrow. So what about today? What are you doing today? And wallowing in your own self-pity and victimizing yourself, talking about, well, we can make excuses all day long. Excuses are like assholes. We all got one. Understand that. It's easy to do that. It's easy to victimize. It's easy to point the finger. Oh, well, it's because of my mama. Oh, well, it's because of my daddy. It's my trauma. It's this. Nope. Because at some point you got to grow the fuck up and take accountability and say, look, I'm not defined by my past. I'm not defined by who I was. I had to go through that in order to learn. But I'm not there anymore. It's like somebody coming to rob your old house. Bitch, I don't even live there anymore. Good luck with that. Okay, so Don't let your past stop you from the growth that you're going through, and don't allow it to beat yourself up. Okay, yeah, we all make wrong choices. We all, or what we feel is wrong choices. We all don't move the way we would want to move, and it's easy for us to look back and go, man, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have. But you can't. Like, you got to stop doing that. You can't look at it like that, because had you not experienced that, how you can't be sitting here saying I should have done that, because going through that very fucking experience allowed you to sit there and go, I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that. You can't. That's not fair. That's not fair to yourself. You can't be doing that to yourself. All right? So I need you to get out of that mentality. I need you to get out of that mentality right now. Spirit needs you to get out of that right now. Everything that has led you up until this point has taught you things. So how dare you beat up that child that all she or he could do was survive? Stop it. Stop it. It's not fair to you. And this is about you. This is your journey. This is your path. This is who you are. Ain't nobody else. So let's stop victimizing. Let's stop pointing the finger at other people. And let's start going inward and going, okay, how am I going to change this situation now? How am I going to move differently? What steps am I going to take to get me to where I want to be in life? Because I know only I can do it. Stop waiting around for somebody to save you, baby, because they not. They not. People are selfish. And rightfully so. So you should be selfish too. Because your journey is your journey. And no two peoples are the same. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop feeling like you should be further than where you are. Stop looking at your success and comparing it to other people. Success is not defined by material items, baby. Because let me tell you, what they give you one day can be taken away seconds later. Understand that, okay? Don't measure yourself to anyone else. Stop doing that to yourself. I just had that slap in the face a little while ago too. Like, you know, we all do it. It's human. We're human, okay? But you can't do that to yourself. It's not fair. All right? So you're moving on to calmer waters here. You're breaking through a lot. Give yourself some grace and some compassion, please. All right? Because look at this. You're being divinely guided by spirit, by your ancestors, by your spirit team, by the dragons, by things you cannot see, energies you can't see. Some of you, you might actually be able to see them, you know, or start to see them. You may hear them, start to hear them. Don't feel like you're crazy because society says, oh, you're schizophrenic because you hear and see things we don't. So let's slap a pill on it. No. That's an ability. You just have to learn how to turn it off and on. Understand that. You're not sick and you're not crazy either. I promise you guys, I've lived it. I'm medicated 19 plus years and I wasn't crazy at all. I just had to learn how to turn it off and on. It's an ability. It's something that we all possess, but it's up to you to do the work to understand it, okay? But you are definitely being guided in the right direction, and you're moving towards your 10 of Cups, okay? You're moving towards seeing what it's like to be emotionally fulfilled, okay? This could also mean like you're discovering what family actually really is to you versus what you've been taught or what you grew up seeing, okay? So a lot of childhood trauma might be surfacing right now. A lot of family issues, a lot of relationships coming and going, a lot of animosity, a lot of toxicity, okay? But you are moving through this. You're being guided to move through this, okay? In order for you to really achieve what that really is, okay? So for some of you, this is you have a false picture of what this would look like for you. All right. Some of you may have grown up in a broken family. Some of you may have, most of you, if you're finding this, this is the collective that you the black sheep. You the ones that never went That was never for the norm. Always went against the grain. You were designed different, but baby, you were designed different for a reason. And I want to get out of the habit of saying the black sheep, okay? Because you are a spiritual unicorn and you just don't know it yet, okay? You're a badass, okay? And this is what's gonna show you that, all right? So don't give up on yourself, and don't beat yourself up about things you can't change, and take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one situation at a time. And you know what? Stop overthinking shit. I already know you. I know you already thought about every other possible outcome in every single situation that you hypothetically think you're in. I know. I see you. I'm telling you, I'm psychic for a reason. Okay? We have the Shire of Cups coming out, masculine energy. So again, now you're going to hear this quite often. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay? Do not associate it with a gender. Okay? Because our souls are genderless, which explains homosexuality, which explains identity situations where people feel they were born in the wrong body. Well, because you probably was in the opposite body in your past life. Completely normal. However, energy, we're talking energy, okay? We all possess both, and we fluctuate from both. The whole point in this journey is to come into union with yourself and master both your feminine and masculine energy, and know when to shift into each one of them, okay? So for this collective, we're in our divine masculine energy here, okay? But the Shire of Cups here is a good energy to be in, all right? Because you are very in tune to your emotions. However, you can be an emotional manipulator. Whether you know it or not, you can manipulate people emotionally in order to get what you want out of them. So is this some of the toxicity that you got to get rid of? Are you emotionally manipulating people in order for them to do as you feel because that's what you learned? Most of the time it is, especially if you had narcissistic parents, especially a mother who, because we're talking to my masculines here, so if you had a mother who was an emotionally manipulative narcissist, you pick that up. You pick that trait up, which we all kind of do. All right, it's traits. A narcissist can't change. However, people with narcissistic tendencies can. Now, most people who are on this journey, they experience a lot of pure narcissists throughout their journey. Okay, and that is to break the cycle of people pleasing. Okay, so when you break the cycle of people pleasing and stop allowing these narcissists to really mess with you emotionally and mentally, and pull your power back and break the chains that bind you to this type of belief system that you feel that you are deserving because that's what you grew up watching, you can then understand where that is. Again, like I was saying, it's all about holding yourself accountable. Yes, we can point all day long. Well, my parents was this, my parents was that. I could do that all day long, but how is that helping you? It's not. It's keeping you bound and keeping you stuck, and you only on that karmic cycle, in that wheel. Because the more you emotionally manipulate others for personal gain, for something that you want out of them, the more you reap the karma, the more you stay bound and chained to this karmic cycle of life. In order for you to learn with the Hierophant to break these cycles, you must first hold yourself accountable. Are you doing that in the relationships in your life now? Like, really think about it. If you want to go out with your friends, or you want to go do something and you tied to someone, like you are in a relationship with someone, do you emotionally manipulate them to get your way? Just like the narcissist would to you? Think about it. Hold yourself accountable. Is that an insecurity that you have that you didn't know you had? Like, you can tell anybody what you want them to know. You can lie to anybody. You can lie to your damn self. But I'm going to tell you one thing you can't lie to is you can't lie to spirit. You can't lie to your spirit team. You can't lie to your ancestors. So this is about being real with you. Are you being emotionally manipulative? and not realizing it. It's time to start realizing it, because this is what's keeping you in this karma. Why do you think you keep drawing in narcissistic relationships, whether it's friends, whether it's, you know, the attachment you have to your family members that are narcissists, whether it's because you feel you got to earn their validation for whatever fucking reason. This is where it begins. You have to start asking yourself these hard questions. Am I doing this to other people because this is what's been done to me? Chances are, yes. Do you need to beat yourself up about it? No. But be the change you want to see in the world. You don't want these types of relationships in your life? Well, guess who got to change that? You do. You got to hold yourself accountable and go, okay, no more. Now, this allows you to see the red flag. Now that you're holding yourself accountable and you're analyzing yourself, now you can see it for what it is before it even enters. You see how that works. So then now you can go, oh, hold up. I've been here before. You gaslighting the shit out of me. How do I know it? Because I've gaslit people too. Like, we're human, y'all. Like, don't be ashamed about it. Like, be real about it. Because the more real you are with yourself, the more you'll start to understand this cycle and how to break free of it, okay? How to get yourself out of these situations and not put yourself in them again, okay? Yeah, see? And bring in brand new opportunities. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. This is your start over. This is where you start your life on a whole different level. This is where you not only are closing the chapter in your previous experience, but you're closing that book. That book is closed, done with. You're starting a new book here. Your book of life, your journey. Okay? This is where it all begins for you. But this is when the universe is coming in and saying, look, we know you've been a people pleaser. You got a heart of gold. We know that you do anything and everything for everybody else. And that's the problem. Because why are you not doing that for you first? Why are you not putting yourself first? You're supposed to give to others from the overflow, not until it depletes you and you lose who you are. But you know what? Sometimes we gotta lose ourselves to find ourselves, right? But we're never really lost. Your soul always knows where you're supposed to be and where you're going. These situations are happening to course redirect you to these opportunities, to this new way of thinking, to this new way of life, to honoring yourself, to loving yourself, both inside and out, to being proud of who you are for the first time in your life. The people I'm talking to, you've never had people be proud of you, and that's why you seek external validation so damn much. You just want it. You just want somebody to say, man, I'm proud of you. Well, guess what? I'm proud of you. You got it, and I'm a complete stranger. And how can I read you like this? Because I know. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, the hoodie, the matching shoes, the socks, the underwear, the draw, all of it. Okay? There's one thing about my journey I had to realize is they put me in the trenches of any situation in order for me to help talk others out of those trenches. So just know that your darkness isn't for nothing, and there's a purpose in it. And you're fixing to start to discover what that is. And it's beautiful. It's a hard journey. It's not all love and light, baby. I'm gonna tell you first and foremost, it's not. People glorify that shit. It's not easy, and it's not for the weak. So if you have, many will, I'm hearing them say, many will be called, few will answer that call. So are you going to answer that call, or are you going to stay on this loop? The decision is yours. They don't interfere with free will, baby, unless you ask them to. All right, so if you want to change, if you've been, oh my God, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to hurt like this no more. Why am I always in this situation? Why does people always treat me like this? Well, guess what? You're asking the wrong questions, because you're asking why, and they showing you why. They showing you why. Ask for clarity. Show me what I'm not seeing in this situation. Show me how I keep ending up here. Give me clarity. Okay, and then and have grace with yourself. All right, they'll show you. But it's all about building your relationship with your spirit team. Don't be calling on God or just in the dark shit. Don't be calling on your spirit team and your ancestors when you is down and out. You should be talking to them all the freaking time. All the time, 24/7. You're there when I'm down, you're there when I'm up. They there all the time. Remember that, but they can't interfere with free will unless you ask them to. They can't help you unless you ask them to. And people always forget to ask when they're at that bottom. When they're here in the trenches, you know, having to die and be reborn again, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all right, to break these chains. They know you can't do it alone, but they just sitting here going, oh, I wonder if they're gonna ask this time. I wonder. You're at a crossroads, my friend. Okay, if you notice, there's two shafts here. All right, there's your old path and there's your new path. Your new path is to help humanity on a bigger scale. It's to be the change you want to see in the world. So are you going to change and take your life and take this journey by the hand and embrace this and go for it? Or are you going to go back to the toxicity because it's what's comfortable? Are you going to go back to the chaos because that's where you thrive in? Well, you'll then get used to being there time and time again. Keep getting used to having to rebuild yourself over and over and over again over the same situations, okay? Because until you break free of it, the same situations are going to keep coming in with different names, but the lessons will still be the same, okay? So this is a crossroads for you to take a leap of faith, to do something different, to embrace life in a different aspect. Like this dragon, there's nothing right here. This dragon has to literally trust itself to go and fly with its soul tribe over here, with its people with like-minded, okay? You got to understand, if you're the smartest person in the room, you in the wrong room. Because ain't nobody challenging you there. Ain't nobody pushing you to go forward. If anything, they kind of keep it pulling you to stay stuck in it. They don't want you to go. They're hanging on to you. But it's okay to go into another room where you're challenged more and hold your hand out and say, look, I'll help you get here, but I can't go back into that room. But you got to climb that ladder and come and grab my hand. I'll show you how I did it, but I can't go back down there. I can't go back in there. This is embracing life with all the experiences that you've had to go through, everything that you've had to experience in order for you to take a leap of faith towards something new, stepping outside of that comfort zone, really embracing life like it's brand new all over again, but not being stupid either. Not allowing the same toxic patterns to keep repeating itself. This tiger and this rose is white. This is for the innocence and the purity of things. But that dragon's grown. That dragon's wings is ready. It's ready to fly. You are ready to soar and to fly. But you gotta let what's holding you back, these chains that have you bound and stuck, you gotta break free of them. And then take that leap of faith here and start soaring. Start living your life for you, baby. Because I promise you, ain't nobody living their life for you. They living it for them. And that's how it's supposed to be. So you got to ask yourself, how much am I going to keep pouring into other people before I realize I keep being the one depleted, the one without money, the one stuck in these situations, the one that's always depressed, the one that every time I'm down, ain't nobody there for me to pick me up. I'm always the one picking myself up, yet I'm always there picking up everybody else. There's a problem with that. You got some new opportunities coming in. You have great ideas. You need to put them into play, okay? You need to come up with a practical plan to get yourself out of the situations that you are. I don't care if it's saving $5 a week in a piggy bank, in a box that you bury in the fucking backyard to get yourself out of a situation, baby. It starts with you. The change starts with you. But you are not bound by any situation. You're allowing yourself to stay stuck by using an excuse. Well, I can't get out of this situation. The fuck you can't? You're choosing not to get out of the situation because you don't know what the other side is going to look like. And this is all you've ever known. I spent years with so-and-so, or I've been, yeah. Well, stay then. What you crying about then? If you're always going to have an excuse as to why you're not doing something better for yourself, then why you crying? Because you're doing this to yourself. Like, I'm just being real. We're just being real here. Be true. Be honest to yourself. Only you can make the changes that you want to do. But everything is a choice. It all boils down to a single choice. Everything is a choice. You just got to choose which way you want to go with it. So take some time, go inward with the Hermit here. It's time to self-reflect. It's time to hold ourselves accountable. It's time to look at us in the mirror and go, am I a product of what I grew up seeing? What I grew up being exposed to? Am I victimizing myself to the point where I don't feel I can see a way out? What steps can I put in place to take this leap of faith into this new direction, into this new opportunity? I mean, they're painting the picture clear as day with this. Understand? Like, clear as day with this, okay? You are not bound. You are not stuck. You can choose to free yourself at any time, and Spirit will help you do it. All you have to do is ask. However, when you ask, you shall receive. So be careful what you ask for and how you ask. Make sure you ask him for strength to get through whatever it is. Because if you ask in Spirit to remove anything and everything that's no longer serving you for your highest good, that comes with your parents, your sister, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your best friend, the lover you've been with for 15 years, whatever it is, if it's not serving you, Spirit's going to take it. They're going to say, well, ask and you shall receive. That's what people don't understand. They think these archangels are all loving, cozy, and no, they're very just. They're here to help you. And if you're asking them to remove it, they're going to remove it because they're in rooms that you don't see. They hear conversations that's going on behind your back. They see things you don't see. They in rooms that you ain't in. Don't question it. Ask them to have strength to get through it. To go through this painful process, but to understand, to get that clarity that it's happening for you, not to you. But be careful what you ask for. Ask for strength to get through it. Ask for clarity as you're getting through it. Ask them to show you from their perception why it's no longer serving you. It's easy to focus on the destruction. It's easy to self-sabotage ourselves. It's easy to self-destruct. It's easy to go, oh my God, my life is falling apart. Because that's the first thing we look at. Sometimes things got to fall apart for it to come together the right way. These people, places, and things, this job, this whatever is being removed out of your life was not serving you. If anything, it was only hurting you, and that's why it's keeping you in this vicious cycle. So this is a time of reflection. This is a time of solitude. And you know what? If you don't like being alone, if you are codependent to the point where you rather be in an abusive, toxic relationship or settle for things and disrespect in the way people come at you and talk to you out the side of their fucking neck, and you don't say a motherfucking thing, get ready. Because Spirit's going to push that envelope. Until you learn to stand up for yourself, until you learn to not allow people to keep bringing you down further and further out of the love. That's bullshit. That's not love. None of that is love. If somebody truly loves you, they're not gonna do that. They're not. Time to self-reflect. It's time to hold ourselves accountable for the decisions that we made, but it's time for us to make changes in a different direction. Reach out to people, collaborate with people, find your soul tribe, find people who are like-minded like you, find people who are going to encourage you, to keep going, who are going to amp you up, who are going to motivate you, who are going to tell you, like, hey, it doesn't have to be like this. If everyone you are around gossips about other people, baby, let me explain something to you. They gossiping about you to those other people too, yeah. Guarantee it. If somebody is so comfortable to badmouth other people in your presence, they badmouth you to other people. That's facts. That's facts. And if you entertain this and you go in with this, guess what? Guess what you is? What people say and do and think about you is none of your fucking business. It ain't. And why you let that have so much hold on you? Why you let that affect you so much? This one's gonna have to be in 2 parts, because this is deep. This is some deep shit right here. But it's some stuff that you guys need to realize and wake up to. Because these people that you're putting yourself around, it's really just causing your demise. It's causing, I mean, the first 2 cards out, first 3 cards out, I can't get, I'm mind blown. But it speaks to the narrative of this whole reading. It's toxic. And Spirit's trying to wake you up. Trying to say, hey, we need you over here. We trying to guide you over here. Okay? We trying to guide you over here. And show you what you deserve to have. The blessings you deserve to have. But you got to cut the toxic shit first. You gotta break the chains here. Because if you keep allowing this into your life, we can't bless you with this, because you're just going to piss it away. You're just going to give it away to the next one that makes you feel emotionally sad about it, who plays on your emotions, right? Can't give you opportunities if you're only going to give it away. They can't bring you in the blessings if all you're going to do is give it to other people before giving it to yourself. They got to teach you how to love yourself first. And stop with all that. That's that hermit. Get comfortable being alone. Because there are parts of this journey that has to be done in solitude. That's facts. I see it happen all the time. I don't care how long you've been with somebody, there will be a separation if you on this journey. If Spirit is calling you and you have no choice but to answer the call, guess what? Get ready. I don't care. Like, get ready. I'm just being real. Y'all gonna come back to this. I know it. I mentor people all the time. I see it. Thousands of people. Because your journey. And this is the truth bomb as well. The Ace of Swords. You need to be true to yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you deserve this. Stop beating yourself up telling you that you're not worthy of good things. That you deserve to be with somebody that talks down to you, that disrespects you, that calls you out your name. That sits here and says, well, if you wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't be doing this. That throws things in your face. That makes you feel like you're dirt. Like you beneath them. Nah, you deserve somebody that's going to be right there on the side of you, amping you up. You're doing a great job. And this don't have to be a romantic partnership either. Your soul tribe will do that for you. Be the change you want to see. Stop collaborating with people that don't want to see you get up. And most of the people that you think got your back, they the first ones to stab you in it, baby. Your best friend don't want to see you succeed. Guarantee it. You can't be better than them. Lord forbid. Instead of looking at it as we rise together. That's ego. You have other options. You have dreams. You have things you want to do. But if you constantly letting other people tell you what you should and shouldn't do, or how you should and shouldn't move, or you shouldn't talk to so-and-so, or you shouldn't be around so-and-so because they got an opinion about it, because they got a view about it. And guess what? That's a motherfucker trying to control you. Your family and your friends are going to be the first ones to do this to you. Hey, I'm just being real. You're gonna figure this out later on, if you ain't started already. Spirit's going to remove everybody that's not true to you. But trust there's a reason. And they're going to reveal it. You see that, all them cups right there? In that cloud of smoke? They're going to reveal each and every one of them. But just know that when they do, they're also going to bring in people that see you for who you are. That don't want nothing from you. They just want to see you succeed. Yes, there are people out there. There are people out there that will call and check up on you and text you just to see how you doing and don't want nothing from you. I know, shocker, right? It's true. When you find those people, it's such a blessing. But they are there. And once you reach this level of knowing and understanding within yourself, you will start meeting these people. Spirit will start bringing these people in. But they can't bring these people in if you are going to sit there and emotionally manipulate them, because that's what you're surrounded with. You see what I'm saying? You are the company you keep. I don't care what you tell yourself. I don't care how much control you think you have. You don't have any. The only thing you have control over is your own emotions. Because those people will move the way they move. Hurt people will hurt people. But healed people will help people heal as well. So, it's up to you. But just know, when you decide to go on this journey to better yourself, a lot of these people ain't going to want to go with you. You got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with walking away. People know the disrespect that grown-ass people know the disrespect that they did. And if they don't, well, guess what? That's their lessons to learn. It ain't yours. Go-go's, baby. Let them figure it out. It is what it is. I shouldn't have to tell a grown-ass person that they hurt me. They know what they fucking did. They know how they chose to move. Especially if you done talked about it a couple times. So why you up late at night racking your own brain? This is all in this dragon's head right here. Look the pain. Look the pain. Look the sword. There ain't no other dragons here but this dragon. This is all in the head. People playing mind games. You playing mind games with yourself. You allow people to manipulate you mentally to make you feel bad for making decisions for yourself. It's time to break that cycle, baby. It's time to break that cycle. I will not. Meet me here. Thus you're having to put endings. Look, 9 and 10 of swords. Can't make it up. Endings bring new beginnings. And sometimes some shit gotta end. Some reality gotta set in. Enough is enough. And you are enough. What's that saying? If I'm too much, go find less. Abso-motherfucking-lutely. Go be with less, baby. You gonna see one day. But it ain't for me to stay here and wait for it. It ain't for me to stay and allow you to people put you as third and fourth options and nah, we not playing that no more. We ain't playing that no more. Family only want to come in and help you when it's convenient for them, but they want to hang it over your head. Your friends, oh yeah, oh girl, don't worry, call if you need. Okay, and you call when you need, but then guess what? I was there for you. They quit, but yet don't see nothing you do for them or did for them. Nah, this is a new day and age, baby. This is the year of the dragon, honey. What's done in the dark is coming to light, and boy, is it coming to light. Your shit, their shit, all of it's coming to light. Endings is happening whether you want it to or not, because Spirit's like, enough is enough. This world is too fucking toxic. We've gotten so accustomed to it that we don't even see it. Nah, it's happening. The shift is happening. Welcome to the change. Change is painful, change is uncomfortable, but change is fucking beautiful. Stop being the caterpillar and learn to be the fucking butterfly. But you know what? That caterpillar got to go in that cocoon. And every single structure of its being has to break apart for it to morph into a butterfly. What once crawled will now fly. What's crawling will soon fly. But you got to stop focusing on everything in the front of you and see what Spirit's trying to bring in to you. Okay? 4 of Cups here. You too busy focused on what's happening. Oh my God, everything's going, all of this. You got to make the decision, baby. Bottom of the deck energy. You got to make the decision. You got to want to change for you, not for nobody else, for you. You got to do the work on you. And once you do, you're going to stop allowing people, places, and things to bring you to situations that you tired of being in time and time and time and time again. So when are you going to choose you? When are you going to do what's best for you? I'm going to do another part on this because this is intense. Come back if you so choose.